of the things that we find here is we're a data-driven organization. Physicians typically want to see numbers. They want to see, are we going to increase productivity? Are we going to change? It's very data-driven. And what we're finding when we try to pitch the idea that small changes make big impact, there's oftentimes skepticism. There's a reluctance to really believe that really is the case. And so I think it is a difficult story to tell, and it is difficult to get people to buy in.
Every idea that needs to be thought of to fix the healthcare industry and healthcare delivery has pretty much been thought of. The challenge in healthcare is execution, and it's in implementation. And that is, unfortunately, for our storytelling sometimes, not the summer movie blockbuster story. And it becomes a lot about small things and small change, and added up together, you can do a lot.
It was remarkable how very small changes resulted in major changes in the end result. Little things like, for example, instead of the physician having to go to a different place to disclose their idea, the person would come to their office and write out the disclosure for them. So you think that's not irrelevant, you think it's not that important, but in fact it resulted in going from about 15 disclosures a year to over 200 disclosures in the first year. It's amazing how, for somebody who's embedded and very busy in a practice, the smallest energy barrier can make a big difference.
The idea of small changes for big impact is, I think, sometimes the hardest thing about doing healthcare delivery work, because it's just not sexy in the way that we designed a whole new electronic medical record, and here it is, and it's all whiz and bang, and it's all completely different, and we don't really have that.
Everybody's looking for the big nugget that will be the answer that's going to fix the practice, and what we're finding is there really isn't a big nugget. It's a culmination of a lot of small things that make big impact.
Sometimes that's why we've resisted a little bit trying to share our story too much outside of Mayo Clinic, because we haven't been able to find that kind of hook.